Hi folks, welcome back to the Horde. So, today I just want to make a response to Captain Jerk's 300 subscriber contest. Captain Jerk is a good man, a lot of personality there. Go check out his channel. His specialty is making rings from coins. So, a lot of people say, well, I'm never going to make a ring from a coin. Why should I go look? Actually, you should go look because you can see what his fabrication techniques are. And you might learn something from him that you can bring to something you do. Or you might see a tool he uses and say, wow, I got to get me one of those because it'll make this thing that I do easier. Also, it's always interesting. Guy's got a big personality, and it's always cool to kind of hear what other folks think and all. So, yeah, go see Captain Jerk. He's a good man. My skulls. These are kind of glow-in-the-dark guys. So 1, 2. I also got a kind of a pirate skull there. The American flag thing going on. So, there you go. I don't know. Could I get all of them? So, 1, 2, 3 skulls. So I upped you 1 skull there. I got my American flag. And by the way, today, this is Memorial Day weekend here in the United States. So just very quickly, before I get back to the contest, let's all take a moment to think of people that have passed, that have died. Or in my case, I have a nephew who lost his platoon in Afghanistan, and he's having a lot of trouble with PTSD. I have a cousin who lost both his legs above the knees, and I think he was in Iraq when that happened. So this war, it's not a thing that doesn't affect us. It actually affects all of us. So please, one may be mad at government for sending these folks to war, and that's cool. I have my own beliefs on war and all that other kind of stuff. Whether it's necessary or not, your beliefs are your beliefs. But somebody who's willing to pick up a rifle and go defend his country, or to right a wrong, or to defend the rights of other people, you gotta respect that. So please do. Respects the armed forces out there. So, all right, now back to Captain Jerk's contest. I'm going to try to set this up, and I'm going to try to sit down there, and hopefully I'm not going to be talking out to the sky or something. I see the chair. I think I can. Well, let's give it a shot. Hi folks. So Captain Jerk wanted us to talk about what do we think of the freedom of speech. In my opinion, freedom of speech is one of our greatest rights. It allows the free exchange of ideas back and forth. But it's also something that comes with a certain amount of responsibility, right? It's not nice to walk up to somebody who's perhaps overweight and tell them they're a fat pig. Your freedom of speech perhaps guarantees you that right, but now you're being a jerk, and if the person decides to punch you in the face, or their spouse decides to punch you in the face, right, you kind of earn that. Not that you should be punched in the face, right? An insult should not be responded to in violence, but it shouldn't be a huge surprise. So I think the freedom of speech, it's our greatest right, and it's one, once again, that should be exercised with a certain amount of discretion and well, not discretion, responsibility. Be responsible. If you're going to say something, be responsible. I guess those are my thoughts. Same thing with the Second Amendment. That gives you a right to own and bear arms. But I think if you decide that you want to own a firearm or want to own 100 firearms, you should be a responsible individual with those firearms. When you're not using them, they should be stored properly, right? If you do decide to carry a firearm on your person, I'm a big believer in concealed carry. I'd rather, I'm walking around, if I have my firearm with me, I don't want anybody to know I'm carrying my firearm. For a couple of reasons. First of all, I don't want them to sneak up on me and whack me over the head and take my firearm away and do something with it. And second of all, I don't want anybody to feel uncomfortable that I'm walking around with a firearm and I'm going to do something with that gun that perhaps they would find uncomfortable, like I'm going to go shoot up a crowd or something. I'd rather keep my weapon in a concealed carry situation. If I have to take it out and use it, not that I'd be happy about that, but if that's what the decision is, that's what I have to do. But should I take that firearm out and take it out and use it, it's the same thing as free speech. I'm responsible now, right? I take the gun out and I shoot somebody or shoot at somebody that I think is a problem and I hit the wrong person, or I misunderstood the situation and I shot somebody who, shouldn't have been shot, right? I own that. I did that. I pulled the trigger. I'm responsible. If I walk into a airport and I start screaming bomb, 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 or gun, 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 right, and I create a stampede and a whole mess, it was my freedom. I did it. But now I own the outcome. I'm responsible for what happened. The last thing for I guess to get all the points for Captain Jerk's thing, something I want to improve at. I would like to give up profanity. Occasionally when I do something and do something stupid, like smash my finger, I have a tendency to share quite a bit of blue language with the world. I think it would be an excellent self-improvement on my part if I tried hard to give up profanity, right? It's not pretty, and if my wife's teaching piano, it's not exactly good to drop an F-bomb or whatever in front of or within hearing range of piano students. Not only isn't it good, it could be bad for business. So anyway, so there are my things. I got my skulls, right? Got my skulls. I got my American flag. I told you how I should improve. I told you about my freedom of speech. I threw in gun rights. I also believe in freedom of religion, right? As long as your religion doesn't practice shooting at me. Practice your religion, just don't shoot at me or promote other people shooting at me or anybody else here, right? I think that, we should remember our veterans and do good things to them and give them my extra skulls and everything else. I want some extra points. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching and commenting and subscribing. I'm sure there'll be plenty of opinions to this. And remember, keep your feet down, keep your heads up, and enjoy all your days. Bye now.